Hello everyone and welcome back to more Madden 2003 Arizona Cardinals franchise mode, where we just want one, and we are right now on the doorsteps of collecting just one. This is probably the biggest video we've done on the channel in terms of commentary. We are about to face off against the Indianapolis Colts in Houston, Texas, Reliant Stadium, brand new Reliant Stadium, in Super Bowl 38. Now in real life, Super Bowl 38 would be, I think, the first official Tom Brady dynasty Super Bowl that they would win, where they beat the Carolina Panthers by a field goal. But in this game, in Madden, it's going to be between the Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts. Peyton Manning's Indianapolis Colts. This is a heavy-hitting Colts team. We really are not a heavy-hitting Cardinals team, as you could see with all of our numbers on the board, which has been the story all year long, but we just continue to win games. So this is, I'm dubbing them the Cinderella Cardinals, because that's really what this has been. Yeah, I mean, this Colts team is pretty stacked, as you can see. The classic Peyton Manning, Jeff Saturday combo warming up pregame. And this is before the Revo helmet that Peyton Manning switched to. He's got the little Drew Bledsoe 2-bar thing going on. But yeah, I mean, the Colts have Edgerrin James. They also got the Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison tandem as well. I mean, there's a lot. They also got Dwight Freeney. I mean, there's just a ton of pieces to this team. And so we're going to have to try and stand up to it, I guess. I mean, we really don't have anything kind of like that. I know David Boston and Jake Plummer have kind of stepped in to their own in that role, and Kyle Hedgel has also been a big contributor this year, but he still has a long way to go development-wise. We don't have a ton of pass rush either. Our secondary is a little flawed, and already we're giving up a ton of yards on the kickoff. So this is going to be a tight one to try and win, but here we go. We already got a 2nd and 10 for the Colts offense. And Peyton Manning's going to drop back. He's got pressure in his face, but he finds Marvin Harrison, who's already mossing Dwayne Starks. And if that's going to be the trend this game, then it's going to be a long football game, I will tell you now. So 1st and 10, just past midfield for the Colts offense. They're going to try and matriculate the ball up the field. Peyton Manning this time with a very clean pocket finds Quadre Ismail. So from the Bengals franchise fame, when he terrorizes us on the Ravens, he's now terrorizing us in the Super Bowl here in the Cardinals franchise. So we've got the Colts facing a 3rd and 10 now on this drive. They've made good progress into our territory, and Peyton Manning's going to lob this one up to Ismail again, who gets brought down, but not before he picks up another first down for the Colts. So we're struggling on 3rd down to get the Colts off the field. So it's 1st and 10. They're going to go with Edgerrin James on the ground. He's going to get gobbled up very quickly by Greer, and Quadre Ismail is going to get injured on that play. He wasn't even really involved in it, but he's going to get injured. And so the Colts are now facing a 3rd and 6. We have a chance to get him off the field now. They're going to go with Edgerrin James, a pitch outside, and he cannot set the edge, as we have plenty of Cardinals in the vicinity to stop that play. So they're going to bring out the kicking team and nail this one through. And Vanderjagt is going to groove with his guy. I don't know who the backup quarterback is. It Hasselbeck? I forget who the backup quarterback for the Colts is in this game. But anyway. So on our first offensive drive to answer back to the Colts, we're already connecting with David Boston early across the middle. We're going to go to that play a lot, just go to David Boston across the middle a lot, since that seems to be very efficient for us as an offense. So really helps us set the pace. And we're going to go with Thomas Jones, who coughs up the football on a tackle, and Peterson's got no room here. He's just got to evade Plummer, which he does, and there's no one around him. So it's going to be a scoop and score for the Colts defense. A humongous blunder. I think that was the 2nd handoff to Thomas Jones on that drive, and already he comes up with probably the biggest mistake of the game. And we're going to try and erase some of that by connecting with Michael Coffey, down the field, who makes an amazing grab and is able to keep both feet in for a first down. So we're moving quickly here. Plummer's under a ton of pressure and just gets rid of the football before he gets brought down to Freddie Jones, who is also injured on this play, and you hate to see that. Freddie Jones is kind of a neat little gadget piece that we use in this offense, so it's tough to have him go down. We give it to Makovica to try and pick up the last few inches that we need for the first down. It's kind of scary, but he does get it. So cut to 2nd and 10 now for this offensive possession, and we find Boston across the middle again. Like I said, we're going to use it to kind of bridge some plays here and just pick up a free 10 yards, since it seems to always work for us when we do that. So we get a nice pickup off Boston. So 1st and 10 now. We're going to go with Thomas Jones again, despite our better judgment, but he does hold on to the football this time. So 2nd and short, we're going to go to McAviga to pick up the rest, as we love to do that 1-2 punch, and he can't quite get the rest of it, but that's going to be all for the first quarter. So we find ourselves in a 10-0 hole thanks to a defensive touchdown. I really hope that doesn't come to bite us in the butt by the end of this, but just stick around. So on 3rd and inches, we're going to go with Thomas Jones again, and he gets bumped around at the line of scrimmage, but does manage to get enough for a first down. So we're still cooking here now inside the red zone, and Plummer's going to roll out a little bit and find Boston across the middle again, and it looks like we might get another 10-yard pickup at least off the back of number 89, like we love to do. So going to back up here now and roll out, and we have Kyle Hedgel wide open, and he cannot haul it in. So some two key contributors already kind of letting us down here. A drop pass is not the same as a fumble into a scoop and score, but still need a little bit more there, and we find David Boston, who never really lets us down, and he bobbles with the ball at the goal line. I think because he was bobbling with the football, it put him in an animation where he wasn't going to get tackled, so I think that allowed us to get the touchdown. So on a 3rd and short play here for Indy, we have another 3rd down, another chance to get the Colts off the field. They're going to fake the handoff to Edgerrin James, and Peyton Manning's going to lob this one up to Reggie Wayne, who's all alone, makes the one-armed grab. I think that was Kwame Laster who was behind him, so he got behind the best defensive player on our team, let alone our cornerback. I think we have Justin Williams, the rookie, on that side, so that's going to be brutal all game for him to try and lock down a young Reggie Wayne. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at about midfield for the Colts now. They're going to go with the handoff to Schwartz. I believe it's their fullback or maybe their backup back. And he gets a decent pickup before he is brought down by Hill. So it's going to be 2nd and short for this Colts offense here with just about 3 minutes left to go in the second. Edgerrin James is going to blow up a tackle and get brought down just at about the sticks, but it's enough for a first down. So the Colts are moving with a fresh set here, and they're going to go with Edgerrin James again, who hurdles over a down defender and gets brought down again. So he's not doing too much disruptively here, but he's moving the Colts offense. So, and we haven't really stopped their passing game. As you can see on screen, as Edgerrin James gets a pass out of the backfield, and he's got some space and cuts upfield before he's brought down by Greer inside the 15. So, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning for the Colts offense. So we have not stopped their passing offense really at all, and so they're not relying on that as much. They're just kind of sticking with running the football, because that's also kind of working in some creativity, and we really haven't stopped either. So 1st and 10, they're going to go with Rhodes on the ground, and there we finally get a firm stop on the run game. We did stop their first offensive drive that way, but so they're still moving the football. They're going to go with James again, who cuts up the middle. He's got a nice wide gap to go through, but LaFon Flowers fortunately makes the tackle. So it's 3rd and short again. They're going to go with James again, and he's brought down again by Justin Williams, the rookie. So another red zone opportunity for the Colts offense ends on a pitch play to Edgerrin James. We have contained the edge for sure. It's running up the middle, I guess, where they've had a little bit of success. So we call a timeout because we want to try and conserve enough time here to do something with the football. And as you can see, in about 20 seconds time, we can't really move the ball. I was able to move it closer to midfield, but after that we stalled out on 3 straight plays. So that is going to end the first half. The Colts take a 6-point lead into the locker room. So considering all mistakes, looking at the stats on screen, this is still kind of anyone's game. The Colts offense has really kind of been in control, but if we can get moving here and get another touchdown on the board, I think that'll kind of turn things around in this game. We can really open things up here, open up the possibilities, So we're going to go with a pitch to Thomas Jones on the ground. He's going to cut back in and evade some defenders before he gets brought down. So trying to get him involved a little bit more. We need to be running the football. We can't just rely on passing. If we're only relying on passing, then things are going to get brutal for us pretty quick. And Plummer takes a massive hit after delivering a pass to Boston way out of bounds. So it's 3rd and 6 now in shotgun formation. You know what play we're probably going to try and pressure again in Plummer's face, but we fortunately get rid of it. Plummer's been under pressure a lot. I've cut out a lot of the plays, but he's under pressure a ton. Our offensive line has no answer for the Colts' D-line. So we're going to go with old reliable, and this time it does work. I've tried it a few times in this game already, and it hasn't worked. But it finally works here, and David Boston in the one-on-one coverage comes down with the football, and we desperately need this play to work more than once or twice in this game if we want a chance to win, because this can completely flip the field for us when it works. So We need to rely on that successfully if we want a chance of moving the ball really quickly. So first and 10, we're going to go with Thomas Jones yet again, who shakes off 2 tackles and tries to spin away from a third, but can't quite do it. But it doesn't matter because he's already got the first down. So if we can do that consistently with Thomas Jones, again, we'll win the game. I'm talking about the keys to winning the game here because that's all I'm focused on. So we find Boston across the middle again, relying on that cheese play, and it does get us just about to the goal line. So we have a goal line stand potentially. If we can punch this one in and Makavika gets tripped up immediately, they know we love going to our fullback in times like this, and so they are all over any possible plays with him. So we try and flip this one through a very tight window to Kyle Hedgel, and he cannot hold on to the football. He was under a lot of pressure, so it's a tough pass to try and make. So on 3rd and goal, we need something to happen here, and David Boston across the middle, baby. You love to see it. I think in real life he probably would have lost his head and been out for the rest of the year, the game. But it's a video game, so he's going to get right up and stun on him and get right back in the huddle, and he'll be all right. So we take a 1-point lead now late in the 3rd quarter. It's another 3rd down for the Colts, and there's Reggie freaking Wayne making another catch. He had 2 Cardinals over there, and neither of them could really blanket Reggie Wayne. So it's another pickup for the Colts offense. It's 2nd and 10 now for the Colts. And Peyton Manning is going to drop back. He's got plenty of time, and he's going to float it out to 2 Colt receivers and 3 Cardinal defenders, and a Colts receiver is the one who comes down with it. I believe that's Reggie Wayne again who came down with it. This one, this is one of those plays where you're playing Madden, and you just have to put the controller down like, dude, what are we doing? And that was Marvin Harrison actually who made that catch. Reggie Wayne was the other receiver out there, but it was Marvin Harrison who made the catch. So we haven't called his name too much in this game. They've really just been relying on Reggie Wayne, but he is still there. We have to remember that. He is still there. Dwayne Starks does a good job so far in this game of containing Marvin Harrison, but there are a few blunders like that have really gashed our defense. So we have to somehow contain those 2 receivers. As the 3rd quarter comes to a close, we're holding on to a 1-point lead in the Super Bowl, but it all comes down to this last 6 minutes. So with inches to go, they give to Edgerrin James, and we cannot contain him this time, and he picks up more than enough for the first down as LaThon Flowers makes the tackle. But another 3rd down for the Colts offense, and they cannot connect with Reggie Wayne, so it's a 4th down. We force the Colts offense to kick a field goal with Vanderjagt, and he is perfect so far today as he nails another field goal through for the Colts. So they're going to take a 2-point lead in this 4th quarter. So we are in the driver's seat now. We've got plenty of time here to basically erase all the time off the clock and get into the end zone. A field goal will win it, and a touchdown will also win it, but give us a bit more of a cushion here. So we find Kyle Hedgel, and I had Freddie Jones, I think, wide open, and I just kind of missed it. But yeah, we find Kyle Hedgel in a very tight window, and he's able to shake off that tackle and make something happen after the initial catch. So we pick up a first down here at our own about 49-yard line, and the pressure's getting to Plummer again, and he gets rid of it to Boston again. And like I said, dude, Plummer's been running for his life all game. They sent the linebacker. Thomas Jones gave us another half second to make a decision. So I guess that's cool, even though he got floored. You know what I mean? So on our next play here, we're going to roll out to Hedgel, who again has a wide open opportunity to make a catch, and he doesn't do it. So we're keeping the offense on the field. We cannot afford to come away with here with no points. We find David Boston across the middle. Again, pressure in Plummer's face, but he manages to get rid of the football. And we have another first down here, new lease on life. So 2.5 minutes. We have plenty of time here. We're going to go with Kyle Hedgel, who finally makes a catch, and it's a humongous touchdown here late in this game. It's the go-ahead touchdown, but we have plenty of time left on the clock. So the Colts have, they're now in the driver's seat, as a touchdown will put them in the lead. They could go for 2 and take a 3-point lead, which would put us in a bind here if there is any time left. But 2 minutes is plenty of time, and they're not really looking to use 2 minutes, as Peyton Manning already connects with Reggie Wayne for another huge reception, and that is Justin Williams, is absolutely lost out there and just doesn't know what to do with Reggie Wayne. And so the Colts are going to run the hurry up here. They're going to try and keep tempo, even though I really don't think they need it. They've moved the ball pretty easily on our defense. So it's 1st and 10, just past midfield, and again, Peyton Manning's going to roll out and throw to the other side of the field to Reggie Wayne again. We have 2 Cardinals in the vicinity one makes the saving tackle. I think it was Kwame Lasseter who made the touchdown saving tackle. And we're going to blow a timeout here just to reset the defense because the Colts are just moving it way too easily. And there's a minute and a half. So now I got to kind of play a time game as Peyton Manning finds Reggie Wayne all alone again, and he gets brought down out of bounds. So that will stop the clock. But we have to kind of be smart with the time here. So if the Colts can score easily, we kind of want them to leave as much time on the board as possible because it's going to be tough for us to try and manage the clock to get down and score again under like a minute, really. So if the Colts are going to score, we kind of need to let them do it now. But that play to Edgerrin James is kind of going to run things, but then finally they're going to go to Reggie Wayne in the end zone again, and that one's incomplete. So that will stop the clock here. So if they can score... now it's 3rd and goal, so you're looking for the goal line stand. Reggie Wayne is to come out of the end zone and make the catch, and his foot steps out of bounds before he can get in the end zone. And on 4th and goal, LaFon Flowers is there, but he just gets bumped off. So we had an opportunity for the goal line stand, and we just cannot make the tackle. We had Edgerrin James dead to rights, but he manages to find the end zone. So now going for 2 to make this a 3-point game, and going back to Davenport, we had 2 Cardinals in the vicinity. Should not have made that catch, but he does. So with just a minute left to go, we need to at least get a field goal or score a touchdown here to take the Super Bowl. That's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to let time expire as we touch the end zone, and already we got a huge pickup by Kyle Hedgel, the rookie, that gets us in Colts territory. We're just going to run the hurry up here and try and move the ball as quickly as possible, run the same play here. Plummer's going to roll out. We're going to float this one out. I believe that's Michael Coffey who was over there, and the Colts are all over that. So 2nd and 10 now. Plummer's going to drop back here. He's got enough time. We're going to go with Old Reliable, and David Boston drops the football. Oh my goodness. He had it in his hands, one-on-one coverage, and he drops the football on the way down. So 3rd and 10, it's a humongous 3rd down. We're going to roll out and go to another Old Reliable, Freddie Jones. He's there when you least expect it. So now that we got the 1st down here, we're in scoring range. We're going to blow a timeout here and just really think about our options. I'm looking to do this in maybe 1 or 2 plays. And we're going to go to Kyle Hedgel again on the same play he scored last drive, and he scores again. So 21 seconds. The Colts need a touchdown. So can we keep him out of the end zone in 21 seconds? Potentially less after the kickoff here. So here is our best opportunity to pin them deep. It's not a powerful kick, but we do keep it down the middle this time. And so Rhodes is on the return, and he's going to get brought down by LaFon Flowers, but hold on, there's a yellow hanky, and LaFon Flowers' 15-yard face mask. So the Colts are going to start their drive at their own 39. It's not like amazing field position, but for this offense, Lord knows. Peyton Manning already going to his man, Reggie Wayne, and he can't quite connect as that one sails into the grass. So 14 seconds, it's 2nd and 10. They're going to send a man in motion. Peyton Manning now standing firmly in the pocket. Van den Bosch is trying to get there, but he can't quite get there, and Reggie Wayne makes it the catch in open field. We had Cardinals over there, but it didn't matter. So the Colts have a timeout, so they're going to blow it. 7 seconds. They have a chance to shoot right for the end zone and get this game-winning touchdown, and they do as Marvin Harrison comes down with it. Dwayne Starks can't cover him, and it's a touchdown with 2 seconds remaining. The Colts take the lead again, another lead change in the last minute of this game. And now with the extra point, it's a 3-point lead. The only thing we can hope for is Kyle Hedgel to return this kickoff, and hopefully, like he's done before, and he can't find the open space, and that's going to do it, ladies and germs. Clock hits 000. The Colts remain on top. We did everything we could. I played this game as hard as I could. It was probably my best game of Madden in this series. I thought the conference championship was that game against the Buccaneers, but this one was just freaking... it's probably the only Madden game I've ever been in a I need to score situation. I managed to do it. I was able to actually do that. And there you see player of the game honors goes to Peterson, and it looks like that scoop and score that we ended up giving up ended up being the deciding factor in this game. So the one major mistake we did make, and it really wasn't my fault, the game just decided to have Thomas Jones fumble, is what loses us the game. So we may need to consider his future long term. And Justin Williams, who just could not cover Reggie Wayne. But no, it's tough. This is a very tough Colts team. I'm not super mad about it. We needed to be a lot more firm on defense earlier. The only times we got stops was in the red zone, so they were able to turn it into points every single time. if we would have stopped him on any of the third downs like before then, like it would have been a different game. So Jake Plummer has, again, I've said this a million times, has his best game in Cardinal Red. It's an amazing game. David Boston probably has one of his best games. I think it's his career high for receptions probably in a game. So, or not career, but at least season-wide. Kwame Lassiter and LaFon Flowers are big safeties, lead the charge defensively. A couple TFLs here for Justin Williams and Alexander, a linebacker, who also got injured in this game, but I think he came back. We had a few injuries. Quadra Ismail bruised his knee, and it estimated 4 weeks on his injury, so he was out for the rest of the game after getting like 2 major receptions at that first drive. So anyway, moving forward, that's kind of it, guys. That's the end of year number 2. It was a big year 2. It took a while to get out, I know, just tech stuff and all that jazz. So I kind of want to end the Cardinal series here just because it's a fitting end, but I always told myself we do at least 3 years. So I'll probably give it one more season, hopefully finish it by the new NFL season, and then we'll do something else. So hope to see you guys there in our next off-season video for Cardinals.